What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Weekly Indie Newcomer, where you and I are going to be taking a look at Feel the Snow, which I guess is kind of a narrative-driven crafting game about a snowman. About a snowman. I don't know. If you've never seen Weekly Indie Newcomer before, this is a series where I take a look at a lesser-highlighted indie game, and I give my first impressions of the game. I try to go in as blind as possible, so that as things strike me, I can sort of point them out, and I won't have had the time to mentally sugarcoat and kind of come up with excuses why that thing is what it is. Sometimes I get it a little off point. Sometimes I feel like I do okay at observing the things that are going along, but that's basically the function of this series. If you've managed to make it here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Take a seat, and let's play ourselves a little bit of Feel the Snow, shall we? Single player, yeah, lots of slots. I like lots of slots, that's fine. We'll create one. I get to do my character select so we can be a snowman or a snowwoman. Okay, I'll be Willie just because it looks like he starts off with a little bit of extra snow fat. Like, if you take a look, like, Annie's a little bit thinner, so she's probably got less calories to live off of. I'm just trying to get myself, like, a survival advantage right now. So far, so good. I like the presentation. The pixel art is actually pretty attractive. Nice stuff. It's all got like a nice thin boundary around it, so what do I do here? There's an old man. Greetings, old man. How you doing, old snowman? What's the matter? Where is everybody? Hey, is everyone alright? It isn't safe to talk here, but my house survived the attack. Meet me there, and I'll tell you what happened. Goody, he'll tell me what happened, and it looks like, ooh, what is this over here? Can I have this? I can pick it up. It was a thing, and I picked it. This actually looks a lot more pleasant in play than it did from, like, some of the videos that I was watching. I was watching some videos about this game. I normally try to do, like, a little bit of prep work so that I know what I'm walking into and try and glean a little bit of, like, what the gameplay characteristics are going to be like, and that's how I determine if it's something I want to feature or not. And actually, the screenshots for this game did not really do it justice. I'm surprised to say the screenshots actually looked a lot less... They looked a lot more low-res. They looked a lot less fantastical. Now that I'm here, the animations look really, really good. Nice. I'm just going to pick things up. I don't know. It's a crafting game. And so I figure on some level, picking things up is probably the thing that I'm supposed to be doing. Dude, you guys have an ice cream statue? This feels like a culture that I can really, really get behind. This feels like a place that I can believe in. Truly. Like, they've got an ice cream sculpture. They seem to value the same thing socially that I value. I vote snow cone every single year. That is my bill right there. That is my line of political leanings. I am pro snow cone farm. I've never seen it quite so quiet in here. I'm also pro ice cream because I think I started with ice cream and then I moved over to snow cone. Somewhere in the middle of that diatribe. But either way, I'll vote for both. I mean, you show me the candidate that gives me free ice cream and free snow cones, and I'll show you a candidate that's getting voted for. Roland used to make good swords. I hope he's all right. Like snow swords? Snords, if you will. Okay, so we've got like what looks like a stamina meter up in the top left corner. Why would a snowman have a fireplace in his house? Doesn't that seem a little... I mean, snowmen know what happens when they hang out next to fire, right? Or is this like some magical dimension where we don't have to worry about that? Like snowmen need to be next to fire because even though their cold, cold flesh surrounds their cold, cold bones, they somehow need warmth. The only house to survive. I'm this way. Alright, so we'll pop open the door with the E key here. So what did you want to tell me? I told them. I warned everybody that they were coming. Black, twisted creatures of the night. I had seen them before, but nobody listened. They called me old and they called me crazy. Then it happened. I awoke to a terrifying sound. The walls trembled and everything came crashing down. And let me guess, it was the creatures? Yes, black as soot, like nothing you've ever seen with eyes that could pierce your soul. The citizens had dreamt about them in their sleep, but this dream was reality. Nightmares, as they were called lately. I've learned one thing, and you must listen. You must prepare for the night. That is when they come, and it isn't safe. So I've got to prepare. Prepare for the night. So I need some twigs in order to do that. In order to do that, I would need twigs and some flint. It looks like we've got a crafting menu that I was able to click from right over here, and it looks like that's actually on the C key, which makes sense. That's basically the key that it's always on for every game. So works for me. Well, let's run around, and we'll gather up some of the little things that we need. Do I have like an inventory sheet here? I do. I got myself an adorable little snowman inventory sheet. Okay, well, let's prepare for the night so that we can see what the combat and whatnot's going to be all about. I guess we're probably going to get attacked by something. Joe's shop. It's totally destroyed. Do those hurt me? Or are they, like, friendly? Are they, like, our livestock? What do we use those for? I wonder if the shops get rebuilt as you get further into the game. Greetings, grass. I would like to hold you. I will take you. I wonder what those two little dots are. that are up here. Oh, they're mana, so I get magical spells at some point. Oh, those are chickens. I was going to say, are they violent? What are they? I can't tell what those are. Oh, there's a dude with baller-ass hair and a sword out here. This guy's got to be the hero we're looking for. Greetings, I am Avgard, mighty hero of this land. Remember my name, for it will become legendary. Tell me, small one, what happened here? I don't know. Never mind. Not to worry. I shall figure out this mystery myself. You'd better find a chronicler to write of my deeds. Move along, small fry. Okay, so he does the same thing twice. We'll just leave Avgard behind, a.k.a. Asgard. Can I pick up these rocks? Can I do anything with them? No, I cannot. It looks like right-clicking makes us dodge backwards. We have hunger and we have temperature, and so those are little things that we need to be aware of. How lucky are we that Flint is just like laying on the ground out here? Normally, you've got to be in the right geographic region for that to work. Alright, so we got 4 flint and we got 4 sticks. I figure we probably want to start out with, like, a pickaxe. So let's do that. We've got ourselves a pickaxe now. Pretty standard stuff for crafting games. A rock pickaxe that we fashioned from random stuff. How do I use the rock pickaxe? Ah, there it is. Tap, tap, tappity tap. Gonna get that rocks, put them on my back. Okay, so we've got a bunch of rocks now. Are those different? Oh, that's stone. Okay, so that is a little different. We'll focus on finding some twigs, too, because I guess we're probably going to have to rebuild the village using our proclivities. As of right now, if you don't know, you can harvest from things by pressing the E key once you equip the crafting tool that goes to that particular node and or location. So there it is right there. We got ourselves a couple of stones. Pick those on up. I'm still looking for twigs, though. That's what I really want. So far, I like it, though. I like the presentation. It's got a lot of like a, I don't know, like a Stardew Valley meets Terraria vibe going on, but from an isometric point of view rather than like a top-down. And I like it. I like it. I think it's looking pretty good for right now. We're probably going to get cold sooner rather than later, even though we're a snowman, so I'm not sure why we'd have to worry about that. But I'm going to assume that it's inside the theme of the game, and there are just some things that scientifically I don't understand. Chopping down a tree. This is what I do in survival games. I'm chopping down a tree. Nobody ever really seems to mind either. I want to see a survival game that when you chop down a tree, some guy from like a rabid agricultural society just like runs up on you, just starts beating you down with like a, I don't know. He can't beat you down with a club because that comes from a tree. I don't know. He beats you down with a squirrel or something. The squirrel volunteered willingly for service, though. It's not a squirrel. It's not a squirrel forcibly taken. You get my meaning? I don't know when I should start focusing on maybe making myself not so cold. I mean, we started out as a cold piece, no lie, but let's see here. Prepare for the night. The old man told you about the creatures of the night. Yeah, I am trying to prepare for them for right now. Let me get some more twigs, though, so I can make a sword or something if I really, really need to. So we got flinty bits over here. There's the city, so we made it back. Can I craft a campfire? Ah, easy enough. Used to cook meals and dry herbs. Having a rest of the fire could be beneficial for your health. We've also got access to a workbench and a fire pit. I don't know if I should put all this stuff in my house or if I should just keep it well away from me. I don't know. I don't even recall which one was my house. I think it was this one over here. It was the one next to the snowman statue or next to the snow cone statue. So this must be my house right here. So what I would say is let's make ourselves a fire pit. It takes 6 stones. Yeah, create it. Do your thing. And then how do we deploy that right here? We put that in a slot, and then we go like so. Oh, cool. So the fire pit will go right there. You can't build near the settlement. Oh, I can't? Oh. Well, then what's the point in being a part of a society then? Well, never mind. I guess we'll just go live. Oh, we can build out here, though. No, we can't. Never mind. Well, maybe I'll do it over here then. You can't build near the settlement. Where can I build? That was definitely not what I wanted. Oh, you press right click and right click drops it. Okay. Never mind. I was trying to left click. I made a mistake. Well, this should presumably warm us up. I hope. In the meantime, we will gather some tree wood here. Oh, look at that. He'll auto swap to the right tool if you're nearer to the node. Okay. That's good to know. And you can actually just hold down E and he'll graze and he'll grab whatever's around. So what can I do with a campfire? Can I do anything with it? For right now, I'm going to stand here. We've got tree saplings, we've got wood, we've got stone. What else can I craft? I could do wood flooring, a workbench, a wood wall, a wooden roof, wood doors. Maybe a workbench sounds good. Oh, that's my hunger. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing right now. So we should probably come up with some kind of food. No recipes available. That might be problematic. Oh, shit. What is that thing? Slay it! No! Run! Run! Flee for your life! Run for your life! The strange little creature comes from the darkness. Save me, Avgard! Stab it! Stab it! Avgard the hero! Avgard the... Oh, you're such a dick, Avgard. I hate you. Oh, you could have saved me and you chose to do nothing. That makes you the worst kind of hero. The hero that I can't profit from. How do I fight them? How do I fight them? I don't have... I don't know how I fight them. Like there was no... Wooden stick. Yes. Make me a wooden stick. There we go. Alright. We've the first thing that came to hand. Alright, so we've got a stick. I'm running. I'm really, really hoping for my survival right now, though. So how do I... Oh no, I've been evaporated. Help would be nice. I've learned one thing and you must listen. You must prepare for the night. That's not helpful, Granddad. That's not helpful. That's not helpful at all. All I wanted to do was I wanted to know how to use my stick. It looks like maybe it goes in the one slot. It does. Okay, so it can only go in the one slot. Gotcha. Everything else was not functioning like that. Okay, that's cool. Had I known that, we would have been in better shape. Can I recover my little heart thing? What does my little heart thing give me? Does it give me anything? Heart thing? Where did I die? I don't even know where I died at. I died somewhere around here, and then my heart was torn out and left upon the ground. The salty, horrid earth. I'm trying to be poetic about this, okay? It's difficult to be poetic about an ass whooping of that quality, though. And also of that quantity. Frankly, they brought the quality and the quantity to that ass whooping. So far, everything feels really good, though. I like the UI, and I like the way things function. The only thing that I think needed to be explained was that the one key right there, and actually, is there like a... I'm not sure if there's like a tutorial hidden anywhere, is what I'm saying. We got some bushes over here. Maybe I will purple swede seeds. We've got marshmallows grow on bushes? Dude, what magical realm have we walked into? Holy balls, dude. We're at a place where marshmallows grow on bushes. How do I sign up to live here? So my guess is that maybe that has to be on flooring in order for it to function. Looks like I'm going to starve, too. An ice rose. It gives us mana +1. Do I have anything that's actual... Oh, we've got green herbs over here. So, yeah. Eat the shit out of those. Make it happen, Captain. I guess snowmen eat herbs. That's what I learned today, is that snowmen will nom down on herb. That sweet green leaf. That good, as it were. There we go. So we've got that covered. We've got our wooden stick. I wanted to see, like, what does that up and down thing mean? Oh, I can rotate it. Okay, so that's the number of potential positions. Do I have a map? I do have a map. And where did I leave my campfire? I'll probably just make another one. Never mind. I don't like the positioning of that other campfire anyways. That campfire is dookie and I hate it. Chiseling away, trying to get some stone. Making a house that I can call my own. But yeah, so far everything feels really, really good. The controls are a little bit interesting. Like they take a little bit of divining. The controls are a little odd because they're not really mouse-based, except for the combat. Except for the combat, they're not really mouse-based. Like the harvesting and everything else is purely done through WASD and E. And so that threw me for a loop for like a minute when we first started playing. But I think I've got a rough idea of how I can make it happen now. We must have a lot of health. Because it says we're supposed to get 10... Oh, there it is. It gives us the 10 health at the beginning. Okay. So we got the 10 health right there. What are these right here? Oh, purple Swedes. Gotcha. Perfect. All right. Well, we got purple Swedes then. Can I do anything? Can I, like, kill this thing? That combo, though. Damn, look at that combo. That thing's getting whooped on. That thing caught it. That thing got its ass beat in half. What did it drop? Mucus can be used for fuel for a campfire or a lamp. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably put all my stuff right here at the end of this little road. That seems nice to me. But yeah, I bet it has to be on, like, flooring or something. So let's say that if I wanted to chop down a tree, let's build ourselves a little... We've got like 15 minutes left in the play, so we might as well go through and see if we can get some resources here. We'll start planting trees along the way so that we can harvest from our own supply, because we don't want to deplete. We actually want to make sure that we have a consistent supply of everything we need rather than just using it all up as we go. All right, so we've got stones, we've got flint. I'm going to say that with a campfire... What's a wood flooring going to cost me? A decent amount. Let's make 5 of them. Sure. It makes them all at once? Oh, that's a very nice feature, too. I like that a lot. Alright, so with my wood flooring... Oh, wow, that wood flooring worked. Alright, so wood flooring... I mean, we've got 5, so I don't want to overdo it for right now. Maybe I'll make my house a little bit oblong, though. Out in the valley where a chemical spill came from the people living up on a hill. Alright. Ain't nobody remember that show. Nobody remembers Mission Hill, either. Nobody ever remembers Mission Hill. I'm like, dude, Mission Hill was the dankety dank. Are you kidding me? Mission Hill was amazing. I loved Mission Hill. But then again, Mission Hill had a lot in common with, like, living in the San Francisco area, though, too. So maybe that's what it was. Alright, so we've got that right there. I'm going to try and get some resources real fast so we can make this happen. Because it's almost 1 o'clock. I think we need a shelter. That's just what I personally think we're moving towards right now. What is that on the ground? Is that like trash? Somebody came and littered on my property. Somebody came and littered on my property. Alright, so we've got a little bit more of that. Is it true? Yep, it'll only go down on... Alright, we'll make this our little crafting area then. Actually, I don't want to place any benches down or anything until I figure out... We've got wood walls. What do those take? Required workbench. Ah, never mind then. We have to. Looks good to me. So we have a workbench. We got to find out if the workbench just gives us like an aura that allows us to craft. I bet that it does. Go back. Wooden wall. How many can I make? 5? Yeah, go ahead and make those. 5 wooden walls. Now that we have our 5 wooden walls, I didn't really want to turn this into a farm fest just yet. Oh. Huh. So how does that work? I figured it would go along the outside, but it's not going along the outside. It goes along the inside. I suppose I'll just have to account for that. Yeah, we're just going to have to make a whole bunch more flooring. My thought was that maybe it goes along like the outside edge or something like that, but it's going to take us a fair bit of farming in order to get this thing going. So you know what? We might as well get going now. I do wish that it kind of auto-picked up the items. Having to hold down the E key and wait for him to like individually pick up stuff off the ground after you farm a tree. To me, it would be cooler if you just killed the tree and then all the things just went pop, and they just jumped into your inventory. That's what I would prefer personally. I play a lot of crafting games, stuff like that just makes it a little bit easier to breeze forward. Oh, look at that. It adds all the stuff in, too. Good. It fills in the map. I was a little curious about whether or not that was going to work. I should probably keep eating marshmallows like all day, every day. So there it is. Give me that marshmallow healing. That sexy marshmallow healing. Ooh, there's an obelisk over here. Not to be confused with an ibelisk or an ebelisk. Or an abelisk. A little bit more stone. I don't know if I'm going to be building cobblestone buildings later, but it seems like I probably might be. A few more trees. I might also up the wood output just slightly. But then again, I'm the kind of person that doesn't like a ton of farming in my crafting games. I prefer to be like, alright, chop 3 trees, I can do a thing now. Chop 2 more trees, I can do a thing now. You know what I mean? Some people, I guess, enjoy just like chopping down trees. That's fine. Different strokes for different folks. If that's the developer's vision for the game, well, then that's 100% his prerogative, and who am I to complain? We're going to need... Not a campfire, actually, because we're a goddamn snowman. We definitely don't need that. However, healing might be nice. That might help out slightly. Our stick is probably going to get to see some use pretty soon, too. Let me eat some of these Swedes as well. Get my hunger back up. I'd like to see a small bit of regeneration if you manage to keep your hunger back up as well. And in fact, let's see if that's a thing before I complain about it. Take my hunger up to max and see if I regenerate slightly. But I like it in games when you get like a very slight regeneration effect. when you... Oh, we've only got 8 wood? Oh, no, we've got 18 wood. Never mind, I'm bad at counting. Let's put in some more wooden walls. Like 9 of these right here. There we go. What was the quest that he gave me? Prepare for the night. He told me about the nightmares. We got to survive our first night, basically. And I need this stuff. And is there like a corner I can use right there? Interesting. So I'll have to put in something right there so that I can put in the wall, basically. You got T-joints and all kinds of good stuff in there. Yeah, my hope was that maybe these would go around the outside edges, possibly. But I do like the customization. I suppose I'll just use this. I'll make another bench, and we'll just kind of leave this area the way that it is. I probably won't use it a whole lot. But then again, this is the first impressions video, so chances are, if I'm coming back, it probably won't be anytime soon. So that's where we're going to need the 1 block right there. And so we're starting to get like a nice little house, although this right here I have messed up beyond all repair as well. So we'll have to figure that out. I got my stick out. I'm ready for nighttime. It's 10 o'clock. Hopefully... Do I have anything else that heals me? I need more marshmallows then. So there's another handful of marshmallows. We got a campfire on this side. Let's say that I wanted to light this back up. How would I do so? So it looks like it's just burned out, but I know we can reuse that because that fire pit looks too nice for us not to be able to reuse it. I think we'll probably be able to do something with it, but got to figure out how we do that thing. It won't let me select the 4s right there. Ah, you drag and drop. Okay. Figured it out. Ah, when you're next to a fire, you get health regeneration. Very, very nice. So that's how the mechanic works. We probably want to fight with our back to a fire tonight, just in order to protect ourselves. I'm going to beat up some slimes real quick. It's not going super well. I'm not great at fighting. Oh, we got a level up. Cool. What does a level up entail? Like, what do I get from that? Skills. Oh, we actually, it's like an RPG. We've actually got level up things in here. That's pretty sweet. I'm down with that. Yeah, just combo on this little dude. Get him. Take him out. Make it happen, Captain. Beat this dude down. Yup. I beat the bad guys up. Up. And then we pick something up. Read the mysterious note. You find a mysterious note while fighting with your nightmares. Go ahead and read it. I do like how there's a slight follow-through when he hits the enemy so that you can follow him and you can basically like stun lock combo him down. So it strikes me as being maybe a game that's more about facing opponents properly. Ooh, I got another one. Hooray. I'm going to light that fire very rapidly. I don't know how long it's going to last. Oh, we've got notes. Oh no, I'm getting bit. I'm getting bit so hard right now by these punk MCs out here. Beat them down. Take care of them. Yep, that's right. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Keep the whooping running. Done. Taken care of. So there's another note right there. It's a treasure map that we have found. Ow, bitch. Apparently I just got to keep swinging all night long. All night long. All night. All night long. That song used to be on the radio all the time when I was a kid. That song was the shit. I'm just going to hang out. I guess we just got to fight our way through this. Although I think we do have a pretty solid chance of stick breakage very, very shortly. Can I refuel this using like wood or saplings or anything? I can. Yeah, give me a little bit of sustenance here. I got to get my health back up. Ow. I'm having trouble facing off against the terrors of the night. So we should have a couple of level ups by the time we get out of this, though. So that'll be really, really nice. Perfect. The combat lacks a little bit of fluidity, but at the same time, it's functional. So, like, I wouldn't be that upset about it. I think it works for what it's trying to do. Like, I don't think this is meant to be, like, a super overly combat-heavy game. It just doesn't feel that way to me. Feels like this is going to be more crafting-related, basically. My stick is going to break soon. Can I make a new stick? I'm going to need a new stick. We might as well make one now. Regenerating a little bit of health, though, making that shit move along. Very nice. It's always darkest before the dawn. We should be out of this predicament in just a moment. I definitely need to get my attack power up, though. If I could hit for like 5 or 6 a swing, that would be 100% more acceptable. And look at that. It auto-swaps you into the next weapon if you've got one available. Very, very nice. Little UI things like that are the things I look for when it comes to deciding if a developer knows what they're doing or not, or has like some fundamental idea of game design. And I know that sounds like a fickle thing to say because I'm not a game designer. Like, I don't know what goes into their job, but at the same time, so I can do a rush, I can get an arrow strike, I can also do an ice ball. Create an ice ball that inflicts damage and reduces the enemy's movement. Hell yeah, do that. Shit yeah, dude, I want ice ball. Apply that thing. Let's see what's up. Bro, we have magic. Yeah, it did 30 damage. That's the type of attack we need to see right there. That's the kind of attack that puts us on the map and makes the enemy respect us. But as to what I was saying, you can get a rough idea for whether or not like a developer has an idea what they're doing with game design just by playing the game. Like, do they do things with the UI that are logical, that make sense to the player? Are the pieces of the puzzle put there in an identifiable reason when you really, really think about it? And little stuff with this game, yeah, it all kind of feels like it's there, and I'm sort of excited to see what goes on with this game in the near future. Now, I don't expect this game to get like a ton of appeal or a ton of acclaim, but so far, my first impressions of it are remarkably positive. Everything from the presentation to the soundtrack to the UI. The only thing that I have my quibbles about are the basic controls. I don't like the E to pick things up. I don't like how the one slot is always your weapon. I think this could be labeled W, and then these could all be labeled like, you know, or for example, this could be labeled, I don't know. But either way, the one slot, I don't know, put a W-1 next to it or something like that to kind of indicate to the player that the weapon goes right there. I figured it out rapidly enough, but that's been the only thing that I've tripped over so far while playing the game. If you're interested in picking up this title, I always have a description for you down below. I try to make a point of doing it because the point of this show is to get developers out there who may not have gotten the respect or maybe the exposure they deserve because they just released their game and they just didn't have the hype train. That's one of the reasons I like to support indie developers that don't do that, is because the hype train is real in indie gaming right now. The entire cycle is that you hype the shit out of something, it comes out and it's disappointing. The developers that don't do that are punished by not being able to pay their bills and not being able to sell copies of their game because they didn't play the hype machine properly. And so, like, if you made a good product, you made a good product, and it should be shown off. This game is called Feel the Snow. So far, that one little thing that I mentioned is the only thing that has bothered me at all about it, and that's kind of a minor bother. Aside from that, I'm interested to see where the game is going to go. Let me know. I'm actually considering doing a series on this one. Let me know what you think down below. Always leave lots of comments nowadays for the videos that you watch. All the content, not just me, but all the content creators that you support. Leave lots of comments because that's how YouTube judges things nowadays. That's how they decide who the winners and losers of YouTube are. And so let me know what you think about this title. I am interested in hearing. It is an interesting title, and while some people will probably write it off as just being like another survival game or whatever, yeah, sure, it's a survival game. At the same time, it's a fun survival game, and I'm enjoying myself with it. So, you know, why begrudge it that? Why begrudge it that? Check out Feel the Snow down below. The series is called Weekly Indie Newcomer. I do hope you enjoyed it. I try to do it every weekend, and in fact, I'm trying to do it more as time goes along. This is one of those series that I'm very much trying to expand and make into... Oh man, that thing apparently needs to be destroyed. I don't know what that is, but it needs to go. Maybe I gotta dig it up with a shovel, possibly. Alright. Well, anyways, Weekly Indie Newcomer is something that I'm going to be trying to put more time into in the future, maybe phasing back a little bit on my solid every single day LP series, and at the same time doing like 4 or 5 weekly indie newcomers a week. I don't really know. It's something that I'm kind of looking into. Let me know what you think about that as well. All right, I will see you all in the next episode of Weekly Indie Newcomer. Goodbye, everybody. I hope you enjoyed yourself.